Hey, what's going on, family? Welcome to a new video. If you seen last week's video, y'all all know that I spoke at this event that was held by Netta Powell in Miami, and I just wanted to throw up the clip. I didn't get my full speaking engagement when I was on stage, but I got a good 15 minutes of it. It was about 30 minutes long. I wanted y'all to go ahead and take a look at it. So hope y'all enjoy this. And again, man, I'm super thankful to ever be invited to come speak on anybody's stage, y'all. I'm not a professional speaker, so don't hold certain things against me, but the information I provided was definitely good. So I hope y'all enjoy this.
He was actually born and raised in Philadelphia. He graduated college with $80,000 in student loan debt, lost his mom at 23 years old, and began to invest in real estate for the past 11 years. He started his real estate journey back in 2012. He actually bought and sold without ever actually seeing the houses in person. He retired himself and his wife from their 9 to 5 and has taught over 3,000 people how to buy real estate without ever needing a bank. So give it up for Miss, stand on your feet for Mr. Mick Smith.
Y'all hear me? All right, y'all, I'll tell y'all from the beginning, I am not the best speaker. I just want to thank Annette. I know I keep thanking you, but we have no connection. It was all me just shooting my shot at the end. She said, let's do it. Well, yeah, so I have a coaching program, and I had all my students buy tickets to come in, because every year we all go to an event as a group, and she's seen an influx of sales come in, and then from there, she's like, you might as well come speak at this point, so I appreciate you. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna be quick, though. I know it's late, I'm gonna be quick, but I got a strategy that I think, the most important strategy that works today. I buy a lot of my properties. I don't never go to the bank and get a loan for these properties, which is the most important strategy in the times we live in there right now. So I'm not gonna skip a couple slides. I'm not gonna go through all this. I was born and raised in Philly. I get busy in real estate. Everything is real estate about me. They don't gotta go through all that stuff. So I wanna give y'all my goal basically. I want y'all to leave with this strategy today. The next 60 to 90 days, everybody here can own an investment property, no matter what your credit score is, because I don't use banks. Never, ever. I don't use realtors, I don't use banks. So I'm like the opposite of what Hardin do, honestly. Of course I have used them in the past. I've been doing this for over 10 years, but for the last 3 years, I don't really deal with realtors. They're more annoying to me. It's some good ones, it's some investor-friendly ones, but for the most part, I'm cool. And I hate the banks too. I hate the process of submitting pay stubs and W-2s. As an entrepreneur, I know how hard it can be when you're trying to get a loan for anything, because our income is no consistent paycheck every 2 weeks. So you gotta find ways around that legally. So this is the thing. I'm a believer that, there's many ways to become a millionaire, right? It's faster ways to become a millionaire, but this is the guaranteed way. Real estate was here when your great-great-great-grandma was living. It's gonna be here when you are a great-great-grandmother. It's never ever going nowhere. This is not a trend. It's a lot of, every year you got crypto, you got people just buying, it's all kinds of stuff that come and go. Real estate never ever is going nowhere no time soon. So I'm all real estate. And I call real estate the quiet money. Like, we all here, we wanna get the internet money, the loud money. I don't wanna be online posting all day. Like, I just don't. Next week, when July 1st comes, $30,000 of rental income, I don't have to go online and post a picture to make money. And that's the cherry on top for me. So for me, real estate is everything. You can build wealth without real estate, but I don't think you can keep it. You need real estate a part of your portfolio, whether you want to invest in it or not. I'm not going to talk about wholesaling unless y'all want me to.
Yeah, talk about it.
All right, so this is like 30% of my income to this day. This was really got me out of my job, wholesaling. Honestly, everybody here should start their real estate. If you're going to be an actual real estate investor, like your feet on the ground, wholesaling is where you need to start at, not rehabbing the property, yo. Trust me, you're gonna lose your money. If you never had no experience at real estate, and you get right into real estate and you start rehabbing a $100,000 renovation project, 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose your money. I'm just telling y'all, you wanna start here. till this day, I got a wholesaling business, and this is what we do. So my primary market is the DMV, Baltimore, DC area. I found distressed properties, more so distressed owners, y'all. The properties don't gotta look like this. The properties can look nice. You wanna find an owner that's in a financial distress. They just lost their job, they just got inherited their property, but they live in another state. They going through a divorce, whatever the case may be. I'm on top of all that. And I wanna get it at a deep discount. So like what Alvin was saying earlier, I sell land to people like Alvin and make a spread without ever having to buy a house. That's how I make my quick cash, like my quick 20, 30K checks is wholesaling. After you find a distressed seller, and in this example, you and the seller is going to agree that you're going to buy the property for $70,000 in this example. So even though you don't have $70,000 in your pocket, this contract say that Nick is going to buy this house for 70 bands. What we're going to do is find somebody like Alvin who's going to buy it from us for $90,000. He's referred to as a cash buyer, a real estate investor, developer, whatever you want to call him. And all we doing is, and this is a separate contract. We got one contract with the seller, another contract with somebody like Alvin who is the buyer, and we're going to get a $20,000 assignment fee. We're going to take those two contracts, literally email it to the title company or a real estate attorney, and you're going to wait about 2-3 weeks, and you're going to get wired $20,000 or a check. A lot of y'all live in Detroit. I do a whole lot of deals in Detroit. I've never been to Detroit my entire life. Chicago, never been there my entire life. Delaware. I do deals in 8 different states. I never see the properties. I never even see the sellers in person. Sometimes I don't even talk to the sellers. Sometimes we do it all through a text message. There's so many different ways. But this right here, this was really free. Like this saved my life, in my opinion. Because when I graduated with 80 racks in debt, I just knew that I couldn't work at a cubicle all my life. I had a 4-year degree. I'm an HBC grad as well, Virginia State University. And I just knew I didn't want to do that. I'm more like to be outside. So sitting at a cubicle was burning me alive. Them jobs are so killers, man. So this saved my life. And for like most of my 20s, all I was doing was making cash, but I wasn't buying no assets that much. And that's when I started, getting into different strategies. I just said this, please y'all, I'm telling y'all, if you're brand new, and I know you see people on Instagram showing before and after pictures of their properties, do not start your career rehabbing properties. This is a high-paying job and highly stressful. You're gonna be babysitting contractors. Don't start here, is what I'm saying. Don't start, man. I'm not saying, you can make a lot of money, but if you're brand new, please don't do it. I wanna go over this real quick about this. If you wanna be a real estate investor, like active real estate investor, I believe going through these 5 levels is super important to succeed in this business. And the first one, like I just said, is wholesaling real estate. And the reason it's important is you don't have to put up basically no money. It's little risk. You're building your network. You're learning the foundation of real estate. Super important that you build your network and you start building contacts before you start trying to renovate a property. Level 2, small renovations, 20 to 30K renovations, carpet, paint, maybe some small upgrades to the bathrooms and kitchens. Nothing crazy. You're not knocking a house down and trying to rebuild it. None of that stuff. You just want to get some basic knowledge on construction, in my opinion, before you become a landlord. Because when you become a landlord, you're going to get calls, and when they say the plumbing needs fixing, you call a plumber, the plumber says it's going to be $20,000. You have absolutely no knowledge. You're going to pay whatever. So that's why it's important to go through these levels. And then after level 3, that's when you start doing some big renovations, become a developer, maybe doing what Alvin do. And then level 5, at some point, man, you want to become a lender, in my opinion. You want to chill out, get a little older. You still, and this is the thing, I don't want y'all to think you got to spend years at each level. You can wholesale for a couple months. You could do small renovations for a couple months. Like for me, all I do is wholesale, and I buy properties, pass the keys off property manager. I don't want no phone calls. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you to know who I am. None of that. I pass my properties all the time. Seeing people outside, they don't even know that's my house. I'm right now, I'm rehabbing a 6-unit property, but primarily my income comes from wholesaling and passive income from my rentals. I hate tennis coffee. Like I absolutely hate it. Again, I'm not in real estate to get another job. I left a job so I can free my time up. Now this was a game changer for me, and I think hopefully this will be a game changer to y'all. And this is where I want everybody here to really take some good notes, because I started doing this about 3.5 years ago. This changed everything. Let's talk about ownership. And this is that, right? This what made me start wanting to really buy properties. It was more so a personal thing. When my grandma died, like, I'm 36 by the way, my grandma had a big house in Northwood. Like, it was like a house, a legacy house for the whole family. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then when she passed away, the family lost house. I got 9 aunts, 3 uncles, and for some reason they let the family, the legacy house, just go to waste. So now, when things give us the family divided that. So when you think of real estate, it provides more than just providing you wealth, man. Keep your family together. And I truly believe in that. A lot of us renting, you can't really grow wealth just by renting properties. Like you consistently throw money away every single month. So ownership is everything. I try to keep everything, like Claudine was saying. I wish I would have kept more when I was younger, but I was wholesaling literally everything. I look at those properties now, they worth triple them now. And I was blowing all that money, coming to Miami. You know, when I'm young, 22, 23, 24, you know, we doing that. You can get somebody $10,000 for never seen that kind of money in their life. You're gonna blow it on, understand. So this was, before we talk about this strategy, I want everybody here to understand that there's a difference between the mortgage and the deed. So the mortgage explains who holds the debt. So when you buy a house, people think that they are the same document. The deed explains who actually owns the house. That's the owner. The debt says who is responsible to pay his mortgage every month. And it's super important to understand it. So matter of fact, I give y'all some time to screenshot that or whatever, before we get to the next one. It's going to be very important y'all know this. This could change everything. So we are buying the property subject to the existing mortgage in place. So for example, this guy right here, right? Let's say that he lost his job, fell behind on his mortgage payments, and he had no equity in the house. Therefore, he can't sell it with a realtor because he don't have no money, there's no equity. He's gonna have to come to the closing table with money. So that's not a good, you can't do it. So let's say his mortgage payment is $1,500 a month with Chase Bank at 3% interest because he bought the property in 2020 when interest rates was 3%. And the property is in great condition, it's in a great area. And I did my research, and I say that the property can rent for $2,500 a month. His mortgage is $1,500, but it can rent for $2,500. We catch him up on his mortgage payments, so we're gonna take over the property subject to we'll keep the mortgage in his name, but the deed will be transferred to my name. So remember, the deed says who's the owner. And this is all legal. The deed is going to get recorded at the county courthouse. The debt stays in his name. Some of y'all might be thinking, why would he do that? Because if you don't, they're going to foreclose on him. You're going to lose the house, his credit will be messed up, and his chances of buying the house again in the future is going to be slim to none. So this is his best option. If he make $1,000 cash flow on the property, I ain't have to go to the bank with it. I ain't submit no documentation, I ain't get my pay stub, tax return, or nothing. And right now, there's so many foreclosures going on, y'all. So many people, y'all probably know people right now in y'all family who behind on their mortgage payments. And also the good thing about this, y'all can buy your own houses. One of my best friends in Houston, Texas, got a 6,000 square foot house, terrible credit, and real estate investment. Him and his family live in a big house with the same strategy. He took over somebody else's property, pool in the backyard, and everything, subject to the existing mortgage. So I don't want when people try to think you need a great credit score to buy real estate. It's an excuse, you need some knowledge. So I just mentioned these things. Why is this strategy amazing? Because like Pauline mentioned earlier, interest rates today is 7%. Why would I go get a new mortgage for 7% when I can take over somebody else's mortgage at 3% or 4%? Because when I target people who bought a house between 2018 and the middle of 2022 when interest rates was 3, 4, historical low. And I don't think you're ever gonna go back there no time soon. It's gonna be 7, 6, 7, 8, moving forward for a long time in my opinion. So I'm taking advantage of all these pre-foreclosures and foreclosures that's coming to the market. We're gonna take over their mortgages. And also I want y'all to think and take advantage of people, helping these people out. Because again, if they don't sell it to me, then the bank is going to take it. And the bank is not in the business to buy houses. They just want to bring money. They want you to make their mortgage payments. And some of y'all might be thinking, so what happens if we stop making the mortgage payments? First of all, it's not in our best interest to do that because we will lose the house. The bank, listen, as long as the bank's getting their money, they not tripping. They don't care who owns it, what's going on. They just want those mortgage payments paid because the price of it to do a foreclosure for a bank is extremely high. That's the last thing they want to do.